Hello and welcome to my second episode of my music journey. In this session, we'll be covering harmonium. Just to start off, I did some research on harmonium. The harmonium was invented in the 1800s by a physiologist who wasn't even a musician. And he came up with an idea where you'd pedal air into a unit and then you play music. So the first harmonium was created, which looked like a smaller version of an upright piano, where you'd be using your foot to pedal and to pump air into this instrument, and you'd play the melody with both hands. So regarding Indian music, the British introduced harmonium to India, especially for churches and home use in the early 1800s. And then later, a musical instrument company by the name of Dwarkins, which was owned by Dwarkanath Ghosh, who reinvented this harmonium, where he created this smaller version of harmonium, which is so popular now. And what he did was, instead of using foot pedals, he made it into hand pedals, where you'd sit on the floor and set the harmonium on the floor, and you would pump air with one hand and play the melodies with the other. Just to kind of give you in a nutshell. Anyway, so you'll see that my left hand is doing the pedaling and my right hand is playing with the melodies. So this instrument is usually very common in composing music, and it is a very nice tool for vocalists, because you basically play every reed and you practice your vocals with this instrument. And so going forward, I'm going to share my personal ways that I learned. I basically use my thumb to indicate the pitch of the song. The traditional harmonium players are using their pointer finger to indicate what scale the song may be in. As far as playing the instrument itself, I did not start with ragas. What I did is, if I was trying to learn a song, first of all, try to find out whether the song is in a minor scale or a major scale. Those are the two things that very easily you can differentiate as what scale the song is in. This is also a scale changer. You can move your scales, as you can see. Scale changer was designed, if you are very fluent in using one set of keys, you can change your scale to where the song matches. If it's a low tone song, you want to bring it down, or if you go up. Harmonium is a very delicate instrument. It's a very personal to me. I would rather not let anybody else touch my harmonium, especially if you have an upscaled one, because this is a very delicate instrument and it can be ruined if it's not properly played or used or stored. The first thing that I want to indicate is, if you're going to play harmonium, you want to make sure your nails are very short, nails are cut, because what happens is, if you keep playing, especially the black notes, you're going to start chipping this part, right? Because when you're playing it, you'll see it's gonna chip these edges over here, and I actually ruined one of my harmonium when I started off. I wasn't aware of all those things, but now I do, so I don't want to pass on the message to you guys. And the other thing is, when you're pumping air, you don't want to put any weight on the wood. It's gonna ruin your harmonium. You're gonna put your palm over here and then brace your thumb, and then put your hand there and your fingers push in. I normally put my pointer finger in between to push off, because sometimes when you're playing hard, if you want to bring your volume up, you want to put a clear shallow tape right here, so that it doesn't worn out your pedal, because it's going to start worning out. So I would put a clear shallow tape both sides, over there and over there, so that it doesn't damage that. So the difference between a major scale and a minor scale, the difference is that, let's say I'm going to hold on to F major scale, which is F note, A note and C note. That becomes a major scale, major chord. Now the difference between major and minor is just one note difference. If you can look at my finger, my pointer finger, if I go left to the F G sharp note, now this becomes a minor. Major, minor, major F, minor F. So that's how you know. For example, let's say, let me just kind of pick up a song. Let's say a very famous song by Muhammad Rafi is called Baharo Phul Barsat. That song is in a minor, and you can see. You'll see that this song actually has minor and major as well. When I'm singing Baharo Phul Barsa, Baharo Phul Barsa, Mera Mehboob, right now it's still in minor. But when I'm going to the next part, you'll see it goes to the white note instead of the black note, instead of G sharp, and that makes a major scale. Mera Mehboob aaya hai, Baharo Phul Barsa, Mera Mehboob aaya hai, Mera Mehboob aaya hai. So you'll see performers sing and hitting every note where my vocal is going. So this is the main instrument for vocalist. If you want to become a good vocalist, it's a good idea to learn harmonium so that you are able to match your vocal with the notes. So you can play lead parts, fills, and play the song line itself. I'm used to playing a lot of chords while I'm singing, so that's why you don't see like single notes. So let me give you how many chords I'm using. Baharo, F minor, Phul Barsa. Now I'm going C sharp. Mera Mehboob, that's A sharp. Aaya hai. This is C7. Mera Mehboob, that's F major. Baharo Phul Barsa, Mera Mehboob aaya hai, Mera Mehboob aaya hai. This is just the chorus part of the song, but it's how many chords are involved. So the better you practice, the better you're gonna become. And as far as practicing, just practice with the voice. It's very simple. You'll notice that my voice is still not perfect. It takes generations to clean your voice. If you want to learn vocals, it's think of it this way. If you see a gravel road, you see a lot of rocks, right? And your throat, your voice, when you are singing, it has a lot of things within your vocal cord that is distracting, and it's not keeping your voice smooth as it should be to sing. That's the idea, to make it so smooth, and it only practice makes it better. So again, this is how I practice. You go to every note. Re, sa, re. Same concept. Every note you have to hold that note, try to control it, keep pushing it from your stomach. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. So that's how I practice. But once you are somewhat fluent, then you can start singing some songs and see if you can match those songs. So this was my part of harmonium tips and instructions. I hope you have enjoyed my session today. And until the next time, thank you much. God bless.